Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Once again, thank you so much for the support. We really appreciate. If you are new here, my name is Tari Mac and I'm joined here by the
DJ. How are you guys?
DJ is not happy. At least you have to smile. I know it's not it's not good news, but you just have to smile. Okay. So if you are also a returning subscriber, thank you so much guys for the support. We really appreciate that support. It means a lot to us, and it also gives us the power to keep on creating more and more content. Because creating content, yeah, it's a game on its own. It's a challenge. And convincing the DJ to say, come, let's record a video, it's a challenge.
But at least I'm now coming, so
Yeah, at least nowadays, yeah, but at first it was a real challenge. But thank you. Thank you. So before I delve into today's topic, I think I just have to say this. There's a video that we did of a painter who moved back home from South Africa, and he was saying what he's going through, kind of regretting being in Zimbabwe right now because he's failing to get the opportunities, failing to get the work for what he do, the painting job, and also scheming. So there are some people who felt offended to say, why are you regretting coming back to your own country? And they're also blaming me for doing that video, kind of. But one thing that I have to say, guys, is whenever I come with a video, especially a video like that one, I'm actually risking my own, you don't see, I'm risking my own portfolio, I'm risking my own brand, trying to help someone. Yeah, I just feel otherwise, because I thought I was trying to help that guy. You know, when someone comes to you saying, Sister, I'm going through A, B, C, D. Things are not going well with me. My family, I actually left my wife. I left my kids in the rural areas because we can't even afford staying here in Harare together. I'm staying here in Harare because I'm looking for jobs. But even when it comes to food, at times I'm struggling. So what do you want me to come and say to you guys? Should I come and say, things are okay with him, he's actually enjoying his life? Maybe you can help me on that.
Yeah, in my own personal opinion, I think for someone to get the help that they need, things should be said exactly as they are. In the case of the guy that was interviewed, he actually asked us to pour his heart out so that maybe he can get some assistance. And also for us, why we do those videos, those interviews, is also something to do with giving back to the community. Life is not only about us, but it's also about people who work with, also you, our viewers, our followers. So yeah, please bear with us, guys.
But to those who really felt offended, from the bottom of my heart, I apologize. We apologize. Let's apologize.
Yeah, we totally apologize.
We totally apologize for that. Yeah, honestly speaking, it was not our intention.
As a side note, we would actually want to thank the Almighty, because the guy actually got quite a number of people who came in to assist him.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much. And he's actually doing well. So thank you so much to our followers for that.
And he also sent me this message to say, for other people maybe who might be calling him and not responding there and there, is because he's very tied up at the moment. So at times when he's working, he won't be able to hold the phone to respond to people, especially on messages and also on calls. But it's only because of the support that you gave him. People, they came in their numbers to support, and people, they are still supporting him. We really appreciate, and I believe very soon he will be bringing his family back here in Harare so that they can start their own life together, because it's a challenge living in Harare and your family is somewhere else. you'll be actually burdening other people to take care of your family. So thank you so much, guys. Anyway, so for today's video, we just want to do a quick update. Yes, just a quick update on what's happening. We did a video, I think a day before yesterday. Yes, a day before yesterday, telling you or giving you an update on where we are with our building project. We showed you that the trench excavation is now complete, and there is need for us to do a steel reinforcement on our stand. So this is where we are, and I think the drawings, they came yesterday. And I think they came yesterday around 4 p.m. So we didn't have much time to do quotations yesterday. So yeah, today is the day that we have been running around looking for quotations, different companies, different steel companies. And thank you so much to all the companies Angachi responded to us. We really appreciate. DJ, you have to smile.
In this case, I think my smile will be a forced one, because
You're stressed.
Yes. There's actually quite a lot that is on my mind. So yeah, but I can force a smile here and there.
So the main reason why we decided to do this video, I know there are fellow residents that side where we are building in Spisco Park. Some, they require steel reinforcement just like us, and also there are other people who are not even building where we are building, but who also need to have this information. And maybe if you're also going to think of building, when you just hear that this place needs special foundation, you have to run away with your life, because there are kunzima out there. But yeah, this video is just to educate. It's just for educational purposes. Likewise, that's why we decided to do this video. You know, there are other people who did some quotations actually before us. So we asked for contact details from where they got their quotations and where they bought their own steel. And I think I also did a post on my WhatsApp asking for referrals, contacts of any reputable steel companies, and the responses that I got were actually overwhelming. Thank you so much. According to the quotations that we managed to get today, I think we looked at around how many companies?
5-6 companies.
5-6 companies that we...
Those are the companies that gave us feedback at the moment.
Yeah. Because there are some companies where we asked for quotations, but up to now they haven't responded to us.
They're still working on
the quotations. They are still working on the quotations, yeah. And some, they didn't even respond. Yeah. So I don't know how other people are actually doing business. Some they respond, some they don't even respond, but I guess maybe they will be busy. So according to the drawings that our engineer did, we need 10mm deformed bars, and I think we need around 806.19 kgs for this. And the estimates, I think just looking at all the quotations that we did today, the estimate cost that we are looking at, it's around $725 for the 806.19 kgs that we are looking at. Remember, this is for the 10mm deformed bars. Then on the quotation, there's also need for us to have the 16mm deformed bars. And for this one, it's 1,447.79 kgs. And on this one, we are looking at $1,303 estimate for the quotation. So we can just say around $1.3–1.4 for this one. So yeah, is this the most expensive one?
Yeah, it is. Maybe basing on the quantity of steel that we would need.
Oh, it's because of the quantity.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. That's a
Because for
lot.
the Y16, I think it's for the outer part. Then for the is it Y10?
Oh, I-10.
Y10, I think it's for maybe inside. So
And I think the other thing, some of our neighbors, they were saying they only used it on the outside walls. Yes. But for us, according to the drawings that the engineer did, it's actually for all the walls, outside and inside walls. So yeah, it's actually a lot. Then what is also needed has 1.6 black tiring, 1.6 black tying wire projects. So for this one, it's 50 units. And how much we need for this one, it's $100. So that will be for $100 unit price, $2. So yeah, that's a lot. 50 units, $2 unit price. Then the total amount, that will be $100. Then we didn't want to do what other people are doing, to say we buy the steel, then we look for someone else to go and fix the steel for us, because we felt it would be kind of expensive. And yeah, it was going to be expensive, because if you find someone a steel fixer, an independent steel fixer, I think they are charging around $400-500. So we tried to make those companies do just fix and supply for us. So according to the quotations that we got, they were actually ranging, it was more or less the same. So we can just say for this, we are looking at $270 for the labor, fixing, assembling and fixing. Then we can do arrangements. They also deliver the steel for us, and yeah, the work then begins. So this is what we are looking at, and the total amount for everything that we need. Oh, by the way, most of the quotations, they were untaxed. Did you notice that?
not even.
I'm actually looking at this, you see? So which means we are actually going to get an additional.
Yes.
If we buy.
Yes. 15.5%.
Oh my God.
Addition.
So we are saying the total for this is untaxed, right? For the total amount for this, it's $2,399. So do the quick calculations. You're saying it's 15 point what?
Maybe about 2.7.
Sure. You guys can. I didn't even notice that. Yeah. So yeah, if I had just said, it's okay, we can work with you, maybe it was going to. Let me check the other ones. I hope the other ones were text. Guys, you see, why didn't you want to ask the building is not for the faint-hearted? You're fainting already. Yeah. I think this ones, they said it's fixed and supply, including VAT penalty.
I don't think we need to assume. It's actually better that
I'll just ask. Yeah, I think I'll just ask like what the DJ is saying, because we might actually think there's tax, but yeah, so this is what we are looking at. The total amount, I'm sure I've mentioned. So this is what we are looking at, excluding tax. So we have to add tax on top, 15.5. So yeah, this is where we are, but we are just hoping for the best. It's no kunda.
It's possible.
Yes, it's possible. Remember, this is a cost that we had not prepared for. It's just a cost that came. So that's why you see we are kind of worried to say, so how are we going to do it? But there's no way, we just have to do it. Or maybe we are thinking we can just do without still.
I'm not sure now if that is possible. I think the information that we got, that our inspector is actually highlighting that you need to have steel. I think it's something that we cannot decide for ourselves. We can't. And also looking at the soil type and the amount of moisture that we have in the soil, I think it's better for us to stitch it up as we go, not to ignore the advice that you get, because these are skilled people who do the assessments and whatnot. So yeah, I think on this one we have to take their word, because looking at building now, after you build, maybe let's say you don't put steel, then you build your house, then maybe you have a minor earthquake or something like that, the land shifts, it means that you're going to lose the whole house. So yeah, sometimes it might be painful today, but after it's done, and you know for sure that you're now in a safe place. Yeah, because the kind of investment that we are going to do does not need us to be having any shortcuts, none whatsoever. Yeah.
Yeah, at some point I asked the DJ, how about we just talk to the engineer, maybe just do the drawings for us, the outside, to have the steel reinforcement only for the outside walls. And the DJ said no.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's important for us to understand that you also have to balance between affordability of what you're doing at the same time and the feasibility of what you're doing, because maybe if you say you want to cut costs, then you are going to incur costs that are way more than the money that you saved if you skip a certain stage. So personally, I feel that if we are going to die, we're going to die. Then, yeah, if we are going to stop at some point to say that financially, yeah, it's no longer viable to build at the moment, then you have to stop the building. But you have to ensure that whatever stage that is being done, it is done according to the specification and the advice that you get kubva kuna inspector, because these guys they are specialists and they actually know, even by they can tell by seeing your cell type that you are definitely going to be needing this. So
That's what he actually said. We received a message like manje from our builder, saying that the inspector was on site. Unfortunately, today we couldn't go because of this running around doing quotations and stuff. So the inspector, I think he came manje. Then he said, no way. We need still. How far still? But the good news is we passed the trench excavation stage, which is actually good news for us. And he also emphasized on the need for us to use steel on our building. So yeah, but I have got a question. Do you mean to tell me that those who are building in the rural areas, they also use steel reinforcement when they are building?
um I don't have an exact answer, but I would assume that most of them, they do not use the steel. But also you have to understand that um, kumusha, there is actually, when you build, you have a vast piece of land, so you are at liberty to select the best piece point where you've got firm soils, you've got excellent of all things. So unlike us, you just buy a stand, then you buy a small stand that is located at a particular position. So you have to build there. It doesn't matter if it's sandy, if there are clay, that black soil. It doesn't matter even if you find those stone borders underneath. You have to make do with what you have. So it's just my assumption to say Kumusha, those guys, they actually go and inspect all the parts of land that they have, and then decide on the best place that they need to build their house.
And I just want to ask you something, because I know at this particular time you've got so much stress. You're actually thinking, how are we going to do it? Are we going to maybe afford everything that is needed? Are we going to pass the second stage? And do you by any chance regret the choice that you made to say, I want to build in this particular area, at this particular place, or to build in Harare, to be specific?
Okay, maybe I think a short answer to that is no. I think the first point is to say maybe building this side where land is a bit expensive per square meter. It was a decision that is based on where we work, the sphere of influence of us being able to make some money. So that's number one. Okay, and also number two, when it comes to also the business side of life, I think for us we've explored quite a number of towns when we're doing our sound business, and we actually weighed the opportunities that we got, and we actually got into a decision to say this might actually be the best town for us, for the business that we're doing sound effects, lighting, and whatnot. So the demand for those services in this particular town is a bit high as compared to some of the lesser or some of the smaller towns. So yeah, you now have to calculate now to say what is best for you to forgo the opportunities that you can get in a town where land is expensive, but you get better opportunities and more paying opportunities than going to a place where the land might be cheaper, but lesser opportunities. And also you now need to have a plan to say you'd be commuting to work maybe on a weekly basis, and you would actually need to have a place to stay. So yeah, some of those things, yeah, I've noticed in some of the videos that we did earlier, that was one of the most pertinent question that was being asked by a lot of people, to say, why didn't you buy a piece of land where it's a bit cheaper and where you can get a bigger piece of land? So yeah, for us, that is the answer. The sphere of influence when it comes to business, and also being close to our workplaces, I think that on its own it's going to supersede the comfort of having to buy cheaper land.
And also, maybe just to add on, looking at the developer that we chose to work with, yes, it might seem as if their prices, they're a bit high, but one thing that we loved more, it's the comfort and the peace of mind that comes with buying from them. You know, you don't have to worry much. If they tell you we are going to deliver ABCD, you know definitely they are going to deliver exactly what they told you. And if they tell you the land is going to have title deeds, you know for sure that that piece of land is going to have title deeds. No double allocations. Have you ever experienced that, or have you ever had anyone complaining about the issue of double allocations.
Not even.
Not even. Actually, when we were buying these stands, what they did is the moment you go and pay up for a stand, they have this big map in their office. So the moment you go there, pay deposit for a stand, they take their pins, they put on that stand to mark to say this stand has already been paid. So if anyone else is going to come and do a deposit payment, they know this stand is sold, so you can't buy that piece of land. So this is something that we just loved from our developer. And when it comes to servicing, there are actually areas we have traveled to. Developers, they take about 3 years, 4 years, no development, nothing. They say we are going to do roads, no roads. So yeah, that's why we just chose Lingate as our developer. Because yes, of course, when you are working with developers, at times they also have shortfalls here and there. But I think their shortfalls, they're actually
way lesser than some of the things that we have seen. Yes, because we have actually seen quite a lot, and some of the things we actually decided not to post on this channel because we would have led some of you guys into the wilderness. Yeah,
because there, like what the DJ is saying, there are companies who actually approach me at times and say, you guys, can you do an advert for us for these stands? We are selling them. And you look at the price that they are selling those stands for. Yeah, the prices, they will be very enticing. But when it comes to service delivery, there's nothing. So at times we then just say, no, we can't bring that to the people, because the moment that I'm going to come and say, this place is good, what, I will be risking, or maybe I will be putting the brand on the line. So if anything happens, people, they'll always come back to us and say, you guys, you say this. Lastly, I know you are tired.
I'm not tired as such, but yeah, I'm just thinking about the steel.
Still, you can't run away from still. That's what we have, and we have to accept. Oh, by the way, we have to appreciate that person who offered to drill. Is it drilling or to kuchera mgodi kwanzichi? Could drill after.
Yeah.
So we just want to thank someone. That person wants to remain anonymous, who just said, Tari, when you mentioned that you have stool reinforcement or your stand, and you mentioned you are buying water, I just felt the need to drill a well for you. So we really appreciate. Thank you so much. We really appreciate, because buying water, it's actually something else. So what we need to do now is to ask the relevant people, that is to ask the Lingate to hear if they permit. And I think also we have to ask the community, maybe we have to ask the developer. I think that is the key person to ask. So we have to ask the developer to understand if they allow the drilling of well in the community, and if they allow, we really appreciate, honestly speaking. Because buying water is something else. Remember, it's about $50 per 5,000 liters, and for slab level, I think we need about 20,000 liters or more. 35,000 at once.
Yes, so that's about 7 loads.
7 loads
of water going into the slab.
That will be approximately how much? Around 300 something.
Yeah.
So that's what we need. But thank you so much. We really appreciate that kind gesture. I think it's not rutsira. Just know, Even though if Linge says, no, we don't allow you to do that, but just the fact there is actually someone who feels for you to say, you are going through a lot, and just say, let me do this for you. We really appreciate. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So I think this is all that we just wanted to share with you, the news that we wanted to share with you, and I hope you really enjoyed watching this video. Any closing remarks before we close the video?
Still, I'm just thinking about still. I just want to say that thank you so much, guys, for the support, for following this channel, for following us on our journey, and keep the comments coming, feedback, positive, negative feedback. Yeah, it's actually building us to actually do things according to the standards, because there are actually people who come and advise us, because we know that there are plenty of people who have embarked on building initiatives, so they know. There are actually people that come and say, on this stage, ensure that you do A, B, C, D, E, so that you don't make a mistake that that person did. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much.
So see you next week when we are doing the stool reinforcement.
If we get the money, that's the keyword.
God will provide. You have to have the positive mindset. I know I have preachers here. And whatever that you say with your mouth, it will manifest. So if you say, I will have the money, God will provide the money for you. If you say, where will I get the money? You will not get the money. So always have that positive mindset. And you know definitely it will happen. It will manifest. You never know what will happen. So,
Amen. Hallelujah.
have the positive mindset. Next week, Monday next week, if God permits, we'll be doing steel reinforcement. And if God permits again, if the steel will kill you, we are moving to the next stage. Hallelujah.
How do you kill us still?
No, still,
The
footing.
Why are you misleading people? The steel is cured in the furnace, my guys.
Okay, when we do the curing of the footing,
Yes,
then we move to the next stage. God will provide all the time. So,
guys, thank you so much.
Up until next time, cheers.